The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen, everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. You will rest in peace.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. My mic better be working. Swear to balls, my mic better be working. Oh, wait a minute. Just realized something. I almost forgot to press the undeafen button. We'd have been here the whole time. Don't worry, like it's only been a couple seconds. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5 of Chicken and Rice. We're bi-weekly now, in case that announcement wasn't made entirely clear. But ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we have been waiting. It's mostly my fault. Forever for the first ever get. Look at Bingo in chat going crazy right now too, and Deron James. The first ever guest, as promised, on Chicken and Rice. Big Raz, baby. I just want to get your attention. I really want to be all up in your head. Turn the lights out, baby. You're going to want to get some. It's
oh God!
Get that fucking out of here!
So I know that already. This is an individual who doesn't really need much of an introduction anywhere he goes in the known Twitch world. Let's be honest, he's that great. But just as just to give it to you straight and real, one of the most genuine, beautiful, wholesome individuals that I have met, and I'm sure many of you can testify to the same. Testify, brother. The one and only Big Raz Streams, and we're going to dissect him. Just kidding. We're not going to.
I'll take a dissection if you really want me to. You can fix my back while I'm there.
We're gonna see what makes this fucking tick.
I'm gonna give me a nice.
This podcast isn't rated G for a reason.
A nice taste of Big Raz. I can't wait. And as a bit of an Easter egg too, it's not by choice, but I'm a lie and say it is anyway, so y'all didn't hear that. I am in the exact same spot that I was almost a year ago, because it's honestly almost been that long now. Yeah. When Big Raz came through, I was playing Fall Guys, and he came through and said, "How many bits? If I give you 100 bits, will you sing the John Cena theme song?" I said, "Shit, motherfucker, I'll do it for free." We've been in love ever since.
And it's probably one of my favorite. Like, I remember clipping it, and it was just like one of the best things that happened. Like on Twitch so far. Like, I was quite still, getting used to it, trying to network and stuff, and just is perfect. Everything was just right about it. So yeah, now here we are.
I couldn't be happier that you showed up that day, bro. I really couldn't.
Absolutely.
But we
day.
made sure as well to properly introduce our esteemed guest, Big Raz Streams, to the rest of Chicken and Rice as well. My co-host, the Beast, NLG_CTV, Biff Skizzy, one half of New Level Gaming. His camera is on vacation. It's on vacation, that's all. Biff Skizzy, Grego, he has every name under the book. The Juice-Juicefer, Christopher, Pets Fan, one. Album Juicy Boba Holes coming next September. It's on the way. Album Juicy Boba Holes. And Marcus Dwayne, The Rock, the Young, the Second. Chicken and Rice is whole today for this. We had to all be here for the best episode yet. So without further ado, Raz, that's enough talking from us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you, actually? But I want to go back, because you let me in on something a while ago, and I've been taking notes. Right. Motion Rye.
Oh, shit. Okay. You want to know about Motion Rye?
I want to know about Motion Rye. We want to know about Motion Rye.
So when I first got to university, I thought, like, okay, I want to do two things. I want to try YouTube, and I want to try Twitch. I want to try streaming and just, through the PlayStation, pick myself up a nice little PS4 camera. So it's weird. So for the majority of the time, like, the Motion Rye name was literally just my PSN name. So, and I couldn't change it on Twitch. So that's where that kind of comes from. But it didn't really have like any specific meaning. I think like, so for one of the jokes in university was kind of like, so when I started kind of doing more YouTube stuff and doing more Twitch stuff, like the Motion Rye stuff kind of took on a little life of its own, almost a little bit similar to how like the Big Raz name did as well. So like we kind of had the inside jokes and stuff, but it never really like stuck. And then kind of leaving university, I wanted to change things up. So I changed the YouTube handle, and like internet wise and stuff like that, like living with my parents, it didn't really work out with streaming. So I knocked that on the head and came back with a new name.
Bro, this is some lore right now. Like some legit Big Raz lore. Y'all better be paying attention.
Yeah.
Your man just followed us too, by the way. We have to thank you for bringing Liam over too, by the way, Big Raz. So thank you for following Liam. That's something else. You already know how the name happened with me. We're not going into that shit. But that's amazing. I should probably stop because I could talk forever with Big Raz. I am going to actually allow someone else to take the cake from here. If you have a question for our esteemed guests, let him have it. Because if you let the two of us talk, we'll talk the whole way through. Just letting you know. So, you know what? Juicy, you're up. Put you on the spot. Beast must be having some issues right now. So.
Yes, I am.
In and out. So no in and out?
No in and out. We gotta take Raz there too.
So I think I just need to know this for myself and for everybody else. So how long have you been doing Twitch?
So like technically, like it would be 6 years, but is it 6 or 5? It's 5 or 6 years on a technicality. 6. So
it's 20. It's 20.
I mean, yeah, we'll
round up.
Yeah, but yeah. So like I was just saying, then Motion Rye was kind of like my first stint on Twitch. I kind of did it for about 6 months while I was at university. Then I took. It was probably like a 4-year break. And then kind of last September, I started streaming again with everything going on with the pandemic and everything. It felt like the right time, I think, with a friend of mine, Giant Josh, worked on a game called Made of Scare. So he did a few of the animations for it. So I wanted to kind of stream that and kind of, if people came in, I was like, I got that flex of knowing somebody who worked on a game. So I, did that, and then like I said, Fall Guys came about, and that was it. Then I was off to the races, and I've not stopped since.
That damn game.
Yeah.
Fall Guys.
Yeah.
I have yet to touch that game.
I would say don't, but also like, but also if you want to, like, I feel like you have to at some point. Like if you like, I compare it to like Takeshi's Castle. I don't know if you get that over there, or like Wipeout or anything like that.
Okay, Wipeout.
Yeah.
Yes. Wipeout, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I feel like it's just a video.
I would have also accepted MXC.
That's what I was gonna say. Gonna say. MXC. Yes.
So I feel like it's definitely a game that, like, I give it a go, but it'll, like, the way it is nowadays, I feel like I can't touch that. Like I played it like Saturday for a little while, but nah, not for me anymore.
I deleted it. I finally
I won't delete it. I won't delete it off like sentimental purposes.
I had to delete it because I needed space. But they finally
introduced the game. It was him.
Right. Yeah. And they finally bring cross-platform in when we're all tired of it.
Oh yeah.
I had so many people that I wanted to play with when that game was popping. I know y'all remember when that game was popping. Like our friends in Australia, like Bifa, like and everyone who wanted to play together with you, Raz, wanted to play with you. We had no way of doing it right away.
No, that's the only downside to games like that. Like, especially when they come out as like was it free on PlayStation to start with?
It was a PlayStation Plus exclusive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, that's the only reason I picked it up in the end.
Yeah, we got very lucky with that, and I'm very glad about that because I probably would not pay money for that now.
I mean, no way.
Yeah,
no way at all.
I'll pay any damn game to play with my boys.
And Hin is in chat right now, Captain Hentai, and makes a really good point because Raz, you said Takeshi's Castle. Hin, who is one of our Australian friends, the lead cunt in the world, has actually
handsome boy.
That's what he's actually said. that they're actually the same thing. And he told us that before. And none of us remembered it here while talking to you. So he's getting on us in chat like, we've been over this before. They're the same thing. Or in the words of Jason, it's the same shit. So, yeah, there you go. Beast, my boy, I know you're having issues.
Sorry, I'm also eating a cookie.
that doesn't sound like an issue. That just sounds like good time.
Priorities.
Can I get one of those cookies, please?
Of course, I have one of them Chips Ahoy chewy cookies if you don't mind.
Thanks, brother.
You just hear a muffled. No.
Where's Mr. Buns when you need him right now, too? But, Beast, if you would be so kind as to go next for our esteemed guest.
Once you finish the cookie.
All right, well, fucker, you just went over the first question I had, which is where the whole Big Raz name came from. So,
Actually, no.
Actually, no, I was
yeah.
The Big Raz
and that's
name
the
was separate.
question.
Okay.
Answer the damn question. Where did Big Raz come from? Who is he? And who did you sleep with to get him?
You can't handle the truth.
So the Big Raz name was kind of like a meme to start with, and I think it still is, to be honest. And that's the way I kind of like it. But so when it was, so last summer or whenever Call of Duty Warzone dropped, so I my friendship group had been making kind of jokes. So like over here, if there's somebody who's kind of like rough and ready, they'll kind of sit in the pub and they'll have like a Union Jack tattoo on their shoulder and they'll have like a pit bull, and it's very stereotypical like hard London geezer. So we were on a trip once, and we were passing some random pubs and stuff, and we were just taking the piss. We were just making fun of like the type of people who'd be drinking in these pubs, and one of these names was like Big Les. So we kind of like decided to play on that for a bit. We I'm Big Les, yeah, I have a pint and all that. So I kind of took it upon myself to, you could change your name in Warzone. So rather than my PSN name, I changed my Warzone name to Big Raz. And then a friend of mine changed his name to, I think it was Medium Reese. And then we had Giant Josh, and then I think it was Medium Jason. So our squad name were like the different sizes of us. So I don't know, it's just kind of stuck from there, to be honest.
Now, when you say sizes,
size is up to interpretation.
No, we know exactly what you're talking about. Exactly. There's a reason he's Big Raz streams.
I wish.
Big Daddy Creams.
Why's there a D right between Big and the Raz part? What's going on with that?
I think it was all like extra medium.
Extra medium.
Extra medium.
But yeah, so like I think it was, so when I started Twitch then I was Big Raz, and then Giant Josh decided to end up streaming under Giant Josh as well. But he's probably the reason I know a lot of streamers as well. So I don't think he gets enough credit, and I think I'm very sad that he stopped streaming, or like doesn't stream. But it kind of sucks.
Is he ever gonna?
So in short,
he's gonna come back.
Thank you, pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I owe a lot of my silly ideas to the pub.
Is he ever gonna come back? You think he'll start again?
I don't know. I want him to. I really want him to, because I think he was definitely going places. He was doing really well. He, like I said, if it's not for his streams, I don't meet Bingle, I don't meet Squatch. There's a few people I really don't meet. So, like I said, I hope he does. I think he had a very good, like he had the potential, like he was going in the right places. I don't know, because I still don't know why he actually stopped. So, yeah.
If he ever does come back, we're going to flood him with so much love.
Oh God, yeah.
Make him feel welcome. That's what this community does.
He came back for like a 20-minute stream. Like he was chilling in possibly my stream, and he's like, okay, screw it, I'm just gonna go live. So he went live mid my stream. So yeah, and it was just awesome. Like the amount of love he got then was just sick.
And he should know to come back now after that. I gotta go leave him
I
a
know.
follow. Actually, I didn't even know I never knew he streamed. Like, there's no word
Well,
on
that's
that.
what I mean.
would've-
Yeah, like so unless you kind of knew him from like last September, October time, then you wouldn't have known he streamed. So
Well, now we all know, and
Yeah,
we
exactly.
can rectify that and be like, "Hey, if
right.
you come back, look at your follower count. Get your ass back in the stream game. I
Right.
will tickle your balls."
It's funny, like you say, Giant Josh too. He was the first person technically from you through you that I came into contact with, because after you did what you did on that day
He came
in this
through, right?
very spot, he came like, yeah, my man Raz told me that he came through and did something and that you did it. So I'm just coming
Yeah.
through. I can see what's up, and I'm all like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
tell your man Raz I got him. Anytime you want a show, I'll put it on.
yeah.
It's been love ever
So-
since.
So I've been very lucky with like the people who've been kind of around me with streaming, definitely. Like especially like having mods like Josh, like Gwyn of the Mist. Well, he was Sculptor Dan, Mono Jordan, Blonde Jonesy. Like they're all so
Wait.
like supportive and like what's that?
That's a name change? Winifred the
Yeah,
Mist to
did you know-
Stan?
Yeah. Mind
Bro, I
blowing.
promise I never knew that, because I'm all like, who
Yeah,
is this
man.
Gwyneth the Mist person that just came out of the blue? Like, I
Yeah.
love them. Who are they? And now that you mention it, yeah, I've never seen Gwyneth the Mist and Sculptor Dan in the same room
in
before.
the same room. Yeah. So
Huh. Putting that out there.
The more you know.
CJ's head just played the damn, what was it, X-Files music.
And then Bing was all like, oh, he came out of the mist. I'm going to hurt you off screen after I hurt myself.
Surprise.
Marcus, I'm not sure if you're in the right position to ask any of the questions that we had, but if you are,
He's erect.
I have
He's
a
in every good position.
All right, Mr. Big Raz Streams. What is the end goal for you when it comes to Twitch?
angle. Explain angle. Like what's
Angle's
the goals?
axle.
Or
Yeah, the end goal.
Okay. I don't think I have an end goal because I feel like I'm so comfortable and like happy with the way things are going at the moment. I couldn't imagine. So like I know a lot of people kind of want to hit like partner and stuff like that. Like as much as I'd love to hit partner, I couldn't imagine like not being able to keep up with chat. I know it sounds like really like small and silly, but like
no.
for me not be able to keep up with that, like I specifically play my games and whenever I stream, I plan around being able to talk and interact with chat. So if I lost that, I don't think it'd have the same effect. So
The same type of joy.
yeah. So
Right there with you.
I'm very happy with my. I think one of my like year-end goals is I kind of want to try and get to an average of 20 viewers per stream. That's like my. I feel. I'd hope that's achievable, but if it doesn't happen type thing. It's just one of those like even better if it does happen. But yeah, I'd say like my end goal is to just like keep doing this until I lose the love for it.
That's never gonna happen. You never lose that. You never lose that.
No.
Look. Never.
He's
And,
been going
and
20 years so far.
Yeah, 20 years and counting.
Honestly,
It'd be funny. We just start adding like another 10 digit every time we bring up his tenure. Like now, it's been 30 years strong, 40.
I mean, you're right.
His Twitch career started when he was born.
Duh.
When he was in his mother's testicle, he was already streaming.
But
He's born holding a game controller.
I think you.
Game controller and a GoPro.
We lost it on the play.
He was tattooed with the Twitch symbol just on his chest. He was the chosen one.
Everyone's all like, "What the hell is Twitch?" Oh,
Yeah, they just don't know.
you'll know in a couple years. Don't worry. Anyway,
Yeah.
but I think you hit the nail on the head. That's one of my biggest nightmares too, is not being able to keep up with chat. Juicy and I, when we first started, oh geez, remember the Straight from PS4 days, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning every night.
Yep.
One of our things we said is, you know what? Like, we've seen so many people who just blatantly ignore chat, don't look. our thing is we're gonna respond to every single comment.
Yeah.
It's something that we still do. Like that was one of the packs that we made. So that would be a nightmare. And I can already say now too that when I've had a good deal of people in myself too, and I'm like, damn, it's getting harder and harder to keep up. And I see it for you too, like during those marble streams when you got like 20 people in the house.
Yeah.
It gets all of a sudden you're all like, damn, I see why these big streamers are doing what they're doing now. You know, like there's a lot of people, but still, it is a nightmare. Like I get what you mean. Someone. Hello, Ganny. Yeah. Ganny says hi to everyone, and then Lord Phoenix is here. Phoenix time. And
what a man!
Actually has a what a man, and actually he has a question, and his question was, "Who were you all inspired by to become streamers? Were you inspired specifically by anyone, Raz?
So for me, so back when I first started, like the real first start, like back with the Motion Rai. I was solely like I just played FIFA, so I was kind of inspired by the FIFA community. So there's a couple of guys I could probably say like Nepenthes, A9 Skills. They kind of streamed, and they, you know, I kind of liked what they were doing, so I kind of wanted to replicate them. But then from that, I didn't really have any, like I don't really watch any big streamers anymore. I like to keep it kind of
same.
Kind of more intimate, you know?
I don't blame you. I can't do the big scene either.
More sensual.
Yes.
I can't do the big scene really either anymore.
No.
I don't know. I get frustrated now too. Like going to my like, hey, respond to me. And I feel like I'm in the grounds to say that because I respond to everyone who comes through for me. I'm like, hey, I know you see me. Respond to me.
And we've been rated before with like a good amount of people. So we know the frustration because like we're used to responding to like a bunch of people. Now depending on who it is, obviously we may not be used to like say 500 people yet or something like that, where the chat is impossible to read, but it just hits different. Like, you know, that they're already at that glow. We're trying to grab someone else and help them grow and just fucking shine if we can.
Absolutely.
My man.
That was about 2 lines away from fucking just quoting Rihanna.
Don't get me started on Umbrella. We can sing that song. You're so amazing. No, I'm playing. That's now. What's my name? Okay. Let's talk about your path to affiliatehood.
Oh, so I had a really easy path to affiliate. Like it sounds like such like a horrible, like I don't like saying it, but so back when I first started, like all those years ago, like affiliate wasn't a thing. So I'd already built up to I think the number that always sticks out is like 217 followers. So I'd like when I restarted streaming, I'd already got like 217 followers. So I didn't have to worry about getting to 50. It was just the stream for 7 days and get the average. So I think the average took me about a month and a half. And then by the time I think October rolled around, so I started back in the September. By the time October rolled around, I think that was my first like affiliate stream.
Damn, man. That's around the time when that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This man said he took a dump and was affiliate. It's amazing.
Right. That's pretty much it.
Like, I got so lucky. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Nah, man. It ain't luck. You had the skills that kills. We don't want to hear that back sass. We know it was all you. Don't you fucking lie.
You work for that. You had 217 before, dude. Like, that's earned.
Yeah.
Come on now. And you were doing it,
I mean,
in the days before affiliate. Because I feel like a lot of people get on Twitch and they know like about affiliate, like, and that's really the reason you want to do it, right? Like, and all that.
Yeah,
but you did it before that.
You were ahead of the curve.
That's right. Ahead of the curve.
wouldn't say I don't know. Like I said, the one thing I will say, like this whole like journey in general, I just feel very lucky. Like I don't know if I just like hit the right times and stuff, but like sometimes I sit and I see like the 15 people in the chat or on the viewers numbers sometimes, and I just don't feel like this isn't supposed to happen to me. Like and that's crazy for like 15 20 people. Like I couldn't imagine getting to like the level where it's like even 50. Like that's just insane to me.
It will happen. I always say that to you every time because you always say that. So I'm here to steer that back on the right track. I always will be. It will happen, man. Like and I know I'm not the only one who can see that clear as crystal in this man's future. Seriously, he's too charismatic. He's too attractive, and he's too sexy. So yeah, just putting all that out there.
No.
I just want to say, Big Raz, that I know you can't see my face, but I'm the only fucker here that does not wear glasses, and I'm seeing exactly what he's talking about, clear as fucking day.
That's right.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I can still see. I can still see it. He's a little pixel right there, but I can still see him.
You ain't right, Marcus.
Pixel.
But yeah, if anyone would like, yo, Squatch is here too. Oh, man.
Ooh, Squatch Daddy.
And you just name dropped him too. I see ladies in the house too as well. And Hen's going crazy in chat right now. So is Bingle.
You can notice me. I can hear him now.
He's all like, I guess we'll go fuck ourselves. I can hear it in his voice. Sorry.
All right, if I may interject, I do have a question for Big Raz that I need to ask this question. It's a gaming topic, so you may have to reach far back in the recesses of your mind that has blocked out these things, or this will be very easy. Okay. So, my question for you, sir, what is the most memorable boss fight for both good and bad reasons? So this could be a boss that you like, it was just a great fight, first experience, something like that, or this was a bastard that just now lives in your head rent free because of all the trauma he caused you.
So I remember going over to a friend of mine's house, and I don't know why I can't remember which. It's a Star Wars game, right? And the boss fight is you got to fight General Grievous.
Episode 3 movie game.
Okay, that one then, right? I just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
like,
it was pretty hard.
For, like, yeah, and like my friend could do it, and like I'd watch him do it, and then we'd restart it so I could try it again, and I just couldn't do it. And like that's like I said, that's the one that sticks out because I'd always go before school to try it like every day, and then I got to the point where I just gave up, and I just like, but when I gave up, I got really salty, so I didn't even go to his house before school anymore.
In your mind, he was General Grievous.
Yeah. So I just like I cut him out for like, and then obviously once
you see him in just go into Big Raz's head, and all you hear is General Kenobi. He's like, oh
fuck. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Something you're reminding me of details of that fight. When you play as Grievous in the game, you can only have 2 sabers out. You can pull out 4 briefly. That Grievous, that boss one always had all 4 out. How is that fair? Like, how is that fair, bro? Stupid. We can't do that. Fair.
And he knows that he's bullshit because he comes and just tries to blitz you.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And he can shoot you too. He has a gun and a Broly-esque charge mode to where he can leap at you and grab you and body slam you. He was broken, bro. He was broken in that game. Yeah, you bringing back bad memories.
It's all right. You know what? That Star Wars game, that Star Wars game did more justice on that man than the actual movie.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually. Like in the movie, he's just ass.
There's just some asshole with fucking breathing problems in there.
Yeah.
That's a precursor to Vader. That's all that was.
Yeah, that's all it was, honestly. Like, it's how
they're like, oh shit, what do we have to compare Grievous to? That he's part robot, just like Vader? No, we gotta give him the breathing problem, man. Why? Because
every single one of the Sith Lords was a part of Vader, too. If you look at the way they were. But that's tough for another. Justifer, if you would be so kind.
Okay. During your entire Twitch career, What are some of your top like highlights?
Oh God.
Ooh, okay.
It's a very broad question. I know that, but
Yeah. No, I like a challenging question. To be honest, I think the feeling of after I finished my first 24-hour stream, that's probably one of the ones up there of
Pain.
really thinking like, oh my God, I did that.
Pain.
And like those things are hard. Like really hard.
CJ and I can attest to that.
Yeah,
We've
hard.
both done our 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
Never again
So-
for me.
No. So my first one, the one I'm speaking to there, I only played Fall Guys for 24 hours.
That's when I knew that he was the best ever. When he
Oh,
did that,
snap.
because he did it straight from PS4 too, and you straight from PS4 streamers know when you turn the game off, your broadcast ends.
And yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the same shit on Xbox.
Yeah. So that was like the whole reason I picked one game, stuck with it, and kind of like the feeling of I said, oh, I just did that. That's a crazy moment. Hitting 1K followers was insane. Like that's something I never thought would happen. So that's probably the biggest thing. And like to continue to like obviously like just hit like 1,500. That's still insane to me. Like, you know, so like I said, I say it all the time. Like I just feel so lucky. I feel like I got into the whole thing at the right time. I don't know, but yeah,
More than earned. As a fan, speaking from a fan's perspective too, more than earned. Couldn't be anybody better, anybody greater to be getting everything you got coming your way.
I appreciate that. Like I said, I just like I'm just like a lucky dude. I sit in front of a PC now and play video games and talk to people, and people seem to enjoy it, which is mad. Like I the concept just like baffles me every time.
It's you. That's the secret. In case you didn't know, it's you that everyone comes for. Look at the man's lighting in
It's
the
that big
background
rat
too. Look at
sauce.
the lighting. Come on,
Yeah, I've
dude.
been meaning to comment on that. It kind of looks like the dead man's about to roll up in there.
Oh yeah. I can change the colors if you want to. I can change it to Kane. We can have some Kane.
He's making me pretty.
It's funny that you say Kane because Kane is his man, the Beast's man.
Oh
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah,
That's my
His
boy.
man.
Nice.
That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. But like I always tell you,
Yeah,
Raz,
buddy.
I always say this, and I mean it. I genuinely believe this. You are a case in point, prime example of it. The good you put into this world always find its way back to you. And it's clear as day that you've put a lot of good into the world already. It's just a fact, man. Everything comes back to truth.
Okay.
That's the
Because
truth.
I like I'm not great at taking like compliments and stuff. I never have been. So like
What
don't-
makes
like,
you great?
That's what makes you great
Yeah.
too. It's a part of it. It's just only more of a testify. As Marcus is hitting Tokyo Drift right now, for the love of God, he's got a movie right now.
Was
Okay.
it hit the nuts? Hit the nuts.
By chance, Razzie, do you have
Yeah.
purple as a color?
purple. I do, but it's not very good.
Try it anyway.
Uh,
Let's see.
Do you have
That's pretty
green?
good. I think that's pretty good still
I think it's close
because
enough, right?
because
Bro, your
Lady is
entire
crazy
wall
wanted to
changes
see
colors.
purple.
What the fuck?
yeah, dude, like that's dope.
yeah.
The Lady
Yeah.
is crazy
Like,
wanted to
so-
see purple. That's why.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can do purple.
It's perfect because purple for Twitch as well. He
Yeah,
represents
exactly.
Yeah.
Purple's
Bro.
also my favorite color.
You're good.
Hey, that's my brother's favorite.
Top
Full
solid.
colors, baby.
Green all day, baby.
It was
at me.
art.
Come at me. Anyway, but I know he
She's wolf in mouse clothing.
no love for pink. No, none. Shut up. Get away from me with pink.
Nope.
No.
My
You know, Hin's gonna come back for you after that.
Let him come. all over my face. Anyway, so this one is one that I've actually been meaning to ask you for a minute. It's about your wholesome bro.
Oh,
We're gonna put Bingle in the middle of things and not let him be able to talk for himself because he's not here.
Okay, yes, let's do it. Let's do it. I like this.
When was the last time you saw him, Nick? No. Okay. So
yesterday.
yeah.
What?
but
When was the last time you saw his dingle, Bingle?
He's all like a couple seconds ago, yeah, but
literally just got a snap.
Show the snap. Show the snap.
She's all like, I hear them talking shit. Let me give you some proof. But but it really just goes when and how did you I'm so excited. Stutter. How did you meet Bingle?
How did I meet Daddy Bingle?
Daddy Bingle.
Daddy Bingle, right. Okay. So, Giant Josh.
There he goes
Giant
again.
Josh. So I was modding for Giant Josh. I believe Bingle came into his stream. I if I remember the story, I think I'll have to leave him like explain it properly, but I believe he was just like networking as we all do, just going through, just figuring out like what other streamers are doing, how you can improve on yourself, and just checking out other small streamers in general. But I believe he was in there. I want to say he may have come through on a raid from Josh to me, and then kind of just stuck around. And then I think the first proper time we'd like interacted in one of my streams was so I did a Grand Theft Auto San Andreas stream, and it was him and Biggie Diggy, and I was driving a plane and I crashed it into the sea. And they just absolutely roasted me, the both of them. And I think that was the first time I was like, okay, I like this. So yeah, that's the first like memory.
I have crashed a plane into the sea in that game. Bro, it's so hard to escape when you're already in the water. Like you will die.
I hit the water and just that was it. It's
gone. Okay.
I just boom.
GTA needs to do what goddamn Sea of Thieves does. If you spend too much time in the water, just all of a sudden sharks come after your fucking asses.
Yeah,
it does in single player.
And they just play the Jaws theme, or like make a bootleg ass Jaws theme song, just dun. Just swim.
But you can be out there as long as you want in multiplayer too. Like I've actually swam. Yeah. I have no life. I've swam all the way to the border of that map. Why? I'm sure. And if you, I have like a lot of time on my hands.
Boredom.
If you go far enough, whether you're in a vehicle or in a or like just swimming, you just sink and die.
Oh.
That's how they get you. Keep you from dying.
So you went all the way to the edge of the map just to die.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were you hoping for?
To get to that other island that's from the first opening prologue level of the story.
Okay.
Because it's there.
Never happened.
It's like a different island that you can go to.
Yeah.
Well, that you should
be here, but it's not.
Yeah, that you should be able to go to. But there's a way to glitch to it. But yeah, it's a long story. But anyway, okay.
To continue the Bingle Dairies Big Raz relationship, you two have a podcast, Clap Chat Podcast.
Yes.
Go follow if you haven't already. Can you go into more detail about what the whole podcast is about, like what you guys cover and everything?
We also have a command for it, by the way, !CC in chat. Link you straight to their page.
A shout out. A Toy shout out.
So, essentially, I came to Bingle with the idea. I was like, look, I love like the idea and just podcasts in general. Like, that's another thing I was saying. I don't really I don't watch TV or anything. I watch YouTube, I watch Twitch, and I listen to podcasts. So like I've always had this like weird obsession with podcasts. So I kind of took the idea to him of an idea of let's compare things of how life in the US is and compare it to how life in the UK is and see what actually like is different. And then like the topics that can come from that would just be like so random that so another word for random is clapped. Or like that's just so clapped, that's so ridiculous. So that's a word over here. That's like a slang word over here. So yeah,
that makes sense.
We just like yeah. So it's just a clapped chat. It's a clapped conversation, or it's a ridiculous conversation. So we try and compare. Like the basis of it is a comparison between the UK and the US, but a lot of times like the conversation just spiral, and I think that's when we get our best like topics of conversation out of it. So yeah.
And the Clapped Chat podcast is one of the best podcasts you can ever listen to. I'm speaking from experience. I've also been fortunate enough to have been a guest on Clapped Chat podcast, and it was one of the best times of my life. If you are not following Clapped Chat podcast, go show some love. You ain't living.
And if you ain't following, we're gonna clap your ass cheeks.
That's right. One by one. What about Bingle's like, we just talk shit. Hello.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
It's funny, my brother, the Sly Kai, and I did something like that on YouTube before podcasts were even a thing. Like, we had this series called TCJ and TSK Talk Shit. That's all we did, was just be very vulgar and disgusting. All we did.
And there's on YouTube?
It's all unlisted, don't you worry.
Well, we tried, boys.
All unlisted. Unless you subscribe to the Patreon today, then you get access to it. All right.
Oh wait, you've got a Patreon?
Yeah, brother.
And where is this link?
This is not about me. This is about Big Raz Streams. Nice try.
I need the link.
By the end of the stream, we need that link.
Don't you worry about any of that. We're here for the GOAT. Which all goes back to what he said, that 24-hour Fall Guys stream. Because I remember I was at work. I got off work, he was on. I went to bed for the night. I wake up for work again. He was still on. Still playing Fall Guys, and I'm just like, Raz. And he was all like, oh, like I saw it. Like he was like, I know that hurt, dude. Like, I know that hurt. And then you were doing it for charity too, if I remember correctly. So
I've only ever done 24-hour streams for charity. Yeah. Any 12-hour stream or anything like that, I'll do kind of just to challenge myself. But if I'm doing a 24-hour, I feel like it gives me that extra incentive to get across the line. Because, like I said, I've done 2, and I know if I wasn't doing it for charity, I would have just stopped. Because I struggled. So, yeah. But I was gonna say, I'd love you to guess how many wins in that 24-hour stream of Fall Guys. Have a guess of how many wins I got.
All of them.
All of every game.
Marcus said 1. Okay. 5.
Immediately had flip perspective.
What about you, Juicy? What do you guess?
I'm going 17.
Oh,
24.
that's brave.
I'm gonna say 5.
Yeah, I got 5. I got 5, and then I think viewers playing with me also got 5. So, like, I guess
pretty much they robbed
10.
you of that.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Should have had 10, baby.
Much. Yeah. So, yeah, that was
damn.
That was gross.
Seriously, man, I still don't to this day. Deontay Wilder. By the way, Tyson Fury knocking Deontay Wilder out October 9th. Don't forget that. Facts. Points. Bingo about to go crazy in chat right now. He gonna be like Wilder in 2. I already know, but it still baffles me and amazes me that you did 24 hours like that, man. Sitting straight from PS4, Fall Guys, and I think you had dance breaking stuff back then too, right?
That was actually the first time we had Dance Break, I think. I'd like introduced it into the channel points that week, I think.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
I'm happy you did, because I made sure to drop, I think, at least one when I saw you, because you saw me come in, because things were kind of dry, like, and you were there just like, like, right, and I'm all like, hey, Raz, I'm back, and you're all like, yo, TCJ, yes, someone here, right? I'm all like, dance break, and you were all like, oh, thank God. Like, God, did it, I remember. I was all like,
I'm back
just in time.
And back then as well, it would have been in like my little tiny corner camera as well.
I
so you,
loved
like,
that.
You wouldn't have even seen it anyway.
I loved it.
Yeah.
You and Bingo, nobody can pull off the PS4 camera like the two of you I've seen, right? I didn't even have a camera for PS4. I don't even know how y'all did that, right? But nobody pulls it off like how y'all did. There he is in chat,
I
too.
still don't have a camera.
Water. I have many cameras in his house, but Wilder and 2, no cap from Bingo right now. That's cap.
I mean,
boy, that's cap.
This is kind of questionable.
Wilder and 2, Tyson Fury all day, baby.
On the topic of the dance break, is it safe to assume that your favorite animal is the crab?
No, surprisingly not. I think probably my favorite animal is probably like I used to have this weird thing for like sloths and like llamas or alpacas. I don't know why. But yeah, the crab thing literally came from. So the name of the song that was like I used was just Crab Rave. So I kind of like once people started using the channel points, redeeming Dance Break more and more. I kind of just thought, well, I need to start putting something to this. So I ended up going out and buying a crab costume and you making my emotes like Crab Rave with my face on a crab, and I kind of just went all in with it. Yeah.
So, did the fucking guy who sold you that crab costume look at you and was like, why is this motherfucker buying like a crab costume? When did you buy it? Please tell me at least you bought it like near October so it can be somewhat justified.
Luckily, I just ordered it off Amazon. So
okay.
I didn't have to go into a store or anything, so I didn't have to like properly embarrass myself. But I think the last time I actually bought like a costume for Halloween or anything, I bought like this. It's just like a pullover, like cardboard thing, and it said "Serial Killer" on it, and it was like an actual box of cereal.
After that kind of stuff, I'm sorry.
Cereal man.
Yeah.
I can just see it now. The package is being transported, like the whole costume. They just get the box and they're just like, "What do you think? What do you think is in this crab costume?"
It just knew.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You guys are killing me right now.
I gotta know, man. I've asked you the question about a memorable boss battle, so I gotta know, what was the first game that you ever beat on your own with no help?
On my own.
Good question.
That's something for everybody that kind of sets everything in motion.
Yeah. I think it was it sounds really stupid. Is the campaign for Call of Duty Big Red one?
I remember. Okay, all right. Okay. Wow. A Call of Duty campaign was your first
red one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
know what he's talking about.
Like, PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Like,
wasn't it like a remake?
Call of Duty even got like big. Yeah. It was something crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I remember like just beating the campaign for that. But yeah, it was like a lot of the time I was I liked playing like my FIFA, my GTA, just like the mess around games. For the longest time, I didn't really play much story. So that was like the first real game I played that had a story. So yeah.
Call of Duty. I couldn't have hoped to beat a Call of Duty back in those days. There's no way.
Like some of the campaigns are great. I found like going back like the more recent ones and stuff. But yeah. So I was very much into
Modern Warfare.
Oh, what a game! What a game!
You guys talking the original? Or
yes, the original
remake?
Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3.
All three of them were
Two had my personal favorite in terms of story.
Yeah. Two was my go-to for multiplayer as well. I think
You
actually.
cannot top the ripping shit out and then just.
Remember,
I will avoid spoilers.
no
but,
rushing.
Yeah.
No, dude, that is one fucked up mission. Oh my god.
It's bad.
I didn't like think about it when I played through it at the time.
Right,
But like
right.
looking back, I was like, oh,
That's really messed
okay.
up.
Yeah.
Props to them for making a whole fucking mission on that. God damn.
And the fact, and remember, they turned it into a multiplayer map too, to remind you even more, like with Terminal.
Yeah.
And Terminal was a great
Yeah.
map. It was a
It
great
would be really
multiplayer
fucked
map.
up if they just left all the dead bodies there. Just like planted a bunch of them
Oh my
everywhere.
God.
That would have been extra fucked up.
I could imagine the camping as well, like just people going prone, just in the bodies and just shooting people.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you're saying camping in Call of Duty? That's just it's all coming
Those
back to
two
me
words
now.
just go hand in hand.
The non-flashbacks all coming back to me now in Call of Duty. Awesome. Good ass times. Okay, all right. I do suppose that means it's my turn again. I get to interrogate Razzie.
I think we all got one last question
Yeah.
until that hour mark.
Cool.
Okay. I know that the whole crab thing just came up with Juicy, but
yeah,
what's the origin? Is it just a song, or is there more to it?
I remember like the dance break was something I wanted to add after actually watching. I can't remember if it was Raw or SmackDown. So R-Truth and Carmella's gimmick was that they just do a random dance break, right?
Yeah.
So I took that and I was like, that would be great on Twitch. That would be great for my stream. So I was originally going to use the same song, but apparently Crab Rave at the time, I think it still is as well, is like copyright or DMCA free.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll never get like pulled up on copyright for it. Unless you put it on YouTube. For some reason it pulls up on YouTube. But
it's YouTube.
But yeah. So that's where it kind of came from. And I thought, well, nobody else is doing this either. So yeah, it was something I wanted to add. And then obviously the dance was just the dance I was doing at the clubs at the time anyway. So it was like just all rolled into one, nice and easy.
One of my favorite videos ever now is the promo made for one of your YouTube videos where it is you slowly crossing that river on those rocks.
On the rocks,
to the Crab Rave. That is one of the great. If y'all don't follow Big Raz on Instagram, same name on Instagram, Big Raz Streams. Follow him just to see that video, bro. Like that. I saved it. That's how great it was. Like I had to
Really?
save it. Yeah.
So that's a big shout out to Blonde Jonesy. He edits all my like YouTube stuff.
Blonde Jonesy?
And like without him, like I said, like I wouldn't have like any YouTube stuff. I wouldn't have like my monthly highlights. I wouldn't have anything. So and I said I knew it's something he's wanted to do. So to be able to like help him get stuff for his portfolio as well, like it works both ways, thankfully. And like like he's not doing it for free either. Like I wanted to make sure that he get something for it as well. So, but yeah, he's been killing it with some of these edits at the moment.
Well earned, yeah. Because I catch your stuff. The editing is on point. Well earned.
That's all Blonde Jonesy. So yeah.
Speaking of
Big
which,
thank you,
a big shout out to one of the grandest heroes in the Raz community too. And nothing specifically is going to be brought up, but Mono Jordan, absolute hero. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you were around for a recent event, big shout out to Mono Jordan. He was huge.
I don't mind talking about that if you wanted to talk about that.
He was on it like that.
Yeah.
Like, boom, boom. Like it was gone. Like I was like, you. Right. That's completely up to you, man. Like.
I'm happy. I'm happy too. Like so. It was a Jackbox stream, and we had a couple of bad eggs in there, shall we say?
Yeah.
One of them got my Discord, and then I'm assuming they passed it around to their friends or whatever, and they essentially just like spammed the Discord full of disgustingly gory images, and like pinged everyone, so you had no choice but to see it. But yeah, like I said, very, very thankful to Mono Jordan and the rest of the mods just for getting on it as soon as possible.
They went to work.
Like,
yeah,
it was crazy. And I know some people got like personal messages, so they'd changed. I think one dude changed his like Discord name to Big Raz Streams, and then started messaging people the same images. So you'd click on it. It was bad. It was really bad.
Shy Moods told me something about that too.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone needs their ass whooped.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Seriously.
So
that's a very conscious, premeditated, idiotic thing.
Yeah.
I was there for that. By the way, gentlemen, like I was there and I saw this like the pinging from Discord. Everyone. I'm like, how are you sending these messages so fast? So like it had to be automated too with how fast those were sent. It had to be.
It was crazy. Yeah.
And I'm just like, how? Like why? Just trying to fuck people. But now I'm sure you've already begun working on it too. That right there, that kind of horse shit right there is exactly why we have like the whole like accept the rules bots now things like in Discord. That's exactly why.
I need to look into getting something like that because
bad eggs ruin it for everyone.
It's been fine since, but exactly. So
yeah, usually for my Discord, I have it based off roles. So if you're like, if you don't have a role, you can't do shit in there really.
Yeah, and to get a role, you have to respond to the rules. Like that's the way to do it, and bots can't do that, right? Like they're not intelligent enough to do it yet. So, but that was really messed up, and I love the way that the mods handled it, and I felt horrible because I saw the impact it had on you, and I was like, right? Because you wrap things up, you were like, yo, I gotta go, right?
Yeah.
And I made sure, and I wasn't the only one who made sure to send it in too. I saw Prue and many of the wonderful individuals in the Raz community saying like, hey, yo, like there's nothing you can do about that. Like there's nothing wrong. And I genuinely hope that you felt that too, because bro, there's nothing you can do about that. I really did,
honestly. Like,
there's nothing you can do about that. It's not your fault.
Yeah, I think in the moment I really did, because I feel like I might have. So the way it happened, it all came from like somebody put something disgusting as one of the answers, and I kind of blocked my screen and then just banned them from chat. Right. I remember that because Shy Moose was all like, "Is the N-word allowed?" Like or something like that. Like I remember, and just generic stuff like that. So I went straight with a ban, and then I saw my Discord get popped up, so I thought it was just somebody requesting to join the Discord, and then within like 2 minutes, just everything started kicking off. So, but I don't know.
Wow, there's some. I swear, brother, you just want to sleep some people in this life, bro.
Oh yeah,
right? Like that's like that kind of thing, because it sounds like motherfucker got blocked for doing stupid shit in the stream, so decided to go on a revenge tour. You can just sleep some people in this life, bro. I'm telling you, like, there's just some people you can just.
Unfortunately, Rez, we got close to dealing with a situation like that on our end.
Right.
And when I say our end, I mean all three of us at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, I already had to deal with that. It just would have been a second time.
Oh yeah, right. The Phantom Factor, or
that's
something
right.
like that,
You
right?
did have that little shit.
Phantom Factor. And yes, I'm gonna say the name. I'm name dropping it. Phantom Factor. Yeah. Anyway, and but we're not even gonna give any clout to the other individual we're talking about right now.
There's no you see that
Shall not be named.
Block him.
Yeah, but if you see that name, yo, what's up with this? This is something that just happened in chat like a little while ago. When we started this up, happened for you yesterday. Happened for everyone I saw go live yesterday, including myself. Fragilities. Who and what is the whole thing around fragilities? Because I saw your messages way after the fact, and I'm like, wait, what? Like,
yeah, so I thought it was a bot because we got the follow on Clapchat. Like, so obviously we did the podcast yesterday. We got the so it followed on there. So we just didn't think anything of it. Then I think Bingle had said it followed Via. Is it Via Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
Or Via, yeah.
It followed her too.
Followed. I want to say Sleepy. I want to say Sleepy Bear.
He was live. Yeah, he was live yesterday.
I think
too.
it followed Sleepy, and then it followed you. So I was like, "Yo, just be careful on it because there's a lot of bots and stuff at the moment where if you click on it, like it just takes all your information, and like there's a lot of it. So if you go on your follow list and see that like some of the people have followed aren't still following, like don't click on their profiles, but just go to your like Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and just ban them.
Okay. 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 All right. I haven't clicked.
So that's why. Yeah, so that's why I messaged, because I was a bit like, just be careful on that one, and it's got me kind of like, so I called someone out in my stream on Saturday. I was like, oh, I think that's a bot, and then they responded, and I was like, oh shit, I feel so bad. I just called like one of my viewers a bot.
Sorry, Bingle. Sorry, Bingle.
Sorry, Bingle. They were like, wait, I'm not a bot. I'm Chaozu. Anyway, but I'm not a Pokemon. I'm Chelsea. But yo, we called out Fragilities multiple times. This is now another time. I remember Fragilities got called out by Phoenix because I think they followed Phoenix too when Phoenix went live yesterday. Yeah. And Phoenix banhammered him because Bingo was in chat. Bingo was like, ban that bitch. Right? Wait, what? Oh, I
like
thought
that. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought I disappeared for a second.
Oh God!
Because my position changed. I thought it was me, but anyway. Welcome back, Justifer. Oh, True Prue. She says, "Damn, look who's late to the party." Oh, I'm a party starter. That reminds me of Raz's bit. If you were cheering bits, I'm a party starter. Oh man. Oh my goodness.
Mr. Raz, I gotta ask the final question that I am given for myself before this all wraps up. Which ironically also tease a later episode. So I gotta ask: is Big Raz into anime? And if yes, what are your top 5? No particular order.
I feel like I gotta let you down. I'm not. I'm not. I think the closest thing I ever got was when I was younger. Does Yu-Gi-Oh count?
Yes, it does.
Anime?
Yes.
So Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh,
yes, it does.
all that counts.
Okay.
Digimon,
so I watched
Beyblade.
a lot of. Okay. So I watched a lot of
All
Beyblade,
counts.
and I watched a lot of
Finally,
Yu-Gi-Oh growing up.
somebody else watched Beyblade. Oh my gosh! Finally.
You know what the sad part is? It took this podcast and stream for him to find out about that. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
Finally!
You've been a part of his life for a good amount of time.
So,
Beyblade Fire.
Yeah. That's I think I mostly got into Beyblade because of the you actually buy them, right? And you could like pull them, rip cords and everything. Yeah, so awesome. I used to have like my own little arenas, and I'd battle all the kids in the block, and
Yeah, bro, I have my own arena too.
Really
oh my god, bro!
He's gonna hit one of those and just cut that thing in half. Just whoosh.
Yeah.
Let it rip. Anyway, but that was a lot of fun, bro. So I don't care what nobody say. Beyblade, I'm watching all that again. Okay, all right. You may not have been able to do the anime thing, so we'll shift it then. In place of Kregos go at you, wrestlers.
Oh,
Top 5.
This is my bread and butter. I've got such like a great little collection back here as well.
Yo,
like,
peep the money in the bank briefcase. Peep the money in the bank briefcase. SmackDown brand.
If I had my camera on, I could actually show you my 2 belts that I have.
I remember our battle with Ron James.
It is the Attitude Era WWE Championship belt, the one that Triple H wore a good while.
Ooh,
and more a recent one, even though he was just released, but the Fiend's Universal title.
Ooh,
with this creepy ass mouth all over it.
Right? Yeah.
I had a WWF Championship myself, but I think it's somewhere lost in storage. Like I had the Attitude Era one. The WWF.
I used to have the big gold.
Oh, the World Heavyweight.
Yeah. Oh, what a great belt!
I want to get that with the NWO spray painted over it, man.
Oh yes.
For life.
Oh man. So
now for the pain, because you got to pick 5.
Now I'm scared.
Mount Rushmore, baby. Mount Rushmore. Take your time.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna need to. So off the bat,
no particular order.
No particular order. No. Eddie Guerrero's in there.
Yeah.
So,
Latino Heat. That's right. Yeah, that little,
So I loved Eddie, and when he passed, I remember my mum telling me. So I used to every morning before school, I'd go onto WWE.com just to kind of like read through the articles and stuff. And I remember seeing the one that he died, and oh man, I cried for like 2 days.
I was in denial.
I refused to believe it. I was like, "There's no way." And like,
I remember that day and night.
I think
still.
for all of us, that was really like our first big passing in WWE for a lot of us, because we got so used to Eddie from Latino Heat, and then when it was just purely shouting most of the time "Viva la Raza," and he came right in his car and everything. Like,
still can't believe it.
Like, he had so much charisma and energy, and it was just like it was just mind blowing. Yeah, I'm sure that's kind of like for people before us, our generation. For them, was probably the whole what was it? I don't know why I'm having trouble remembering this, but it's Bret's brother. Yeah, Owen.
Yeah.
Owen, yeah.
That bothered me. Like, and I don't even remember it happening. We were alive when it happened, but I don't remember it happening. But I went back and watched that Raw, and of all people, Austin comes out at the very end too, and just leaves a beer toast to him on the Titantron, and leaves that beer there to him in the center of the ring. And this is after what happened between Austin and Owen, like the
exactly,
thing. And
ironic too. Owen's the one that busted his neck.
Yeah, and The Rock gave an amazing promo on Owen too. So much charisma, so much electricity. And all that night. Bro, that was bad. But the Eddie Guerrero night, I remember it was a school night. It's Raw, right? Like, it was a school night for us all. And I remember my brother calls me because he had DirecTV, so he had satellite, so he saw things, quite frankly, live. I had cable, so I saw like the aftermath of when they edited things down. Raw for him came on at, I think, 6 or 7 o'clock. This is when Raw was only 2 hours, by the way. How it should still be, by the way, not 3. But and he was like, he called me because my brother's always had a spoiler problem. And he calls me like, "Bro, Eddie Guerrero died," and I'm all like, "What? No way!" And he's all like, "You'll see it on Raw. You'll see it." And I was all like, "What? No way!" So I told my dad. He was like, "What? Nah." We waited in anxious like 2 hours for that to come on. Like, I couldn't do my homework, I couldn't eat, whatever. And the show came on, it faded in. They did not do the "now get the gun," like the opening for Raw at the time. They didn't do it.
Across the nation thing.
Yes. Yeah. Everyone was just on the stage. And I was like, oh, it's real. Oh no. And Chris Benoit was devastated.
Yep.
That and Big Show hurt the most to like see them. Like, I would say Ray, but he's wearing a goddamn mask. So
but he took it off. He took it off at the end. Remember, he took it off and he was bawling.
Yep.
And Chavo too.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that 2006?
5.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But they had just been doing that really shitty character for Chavo Guerrero, where he was basically
he was acting like a white man.
Kerwin White.
Yeah, Kerwin White, that whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, and he just made a rant about Hispanics like on the previous Raw, and I was like, dude, that is the worst fucking time. And they thankfully dropped that shit right there, and he went immediately back to like coming out to his old theme song and stuff,
which is a tremendous theme song, by the way. Ooh, Chavo.
That I'm so glad you said that. That is a very underrated theme song. I always said that his and Christian's were very underrated. I need to see both of them as future WWE champions at one point.
Which Christian theme, like the newer one or that first one that like the first version that was sung by a woman?
Because I like them both.
The woman one. The woman one
is really good.
The woman one, bro. That one.
We're gonna say the one that the woman sang. We're gonna say the one that the woman sang because whenever he comes back to WWE, he has the one with the dude singing it.
I like the one with the dude too, right? Because for some reason,
I like both.
That
Yeah.
era, like of Christian, for me, I really liked the when Christian came back and he was on ECW for a bit. Then he became World Heavyweight Champion, and they completely getting.
Also, fuck that one. Who was the announcer that was like, "It's Christian"? Just
Todd
fucking bland that
Grisham.
shit.
It's Christian. Yeah.
Hey, bro, that's fucking Christian.
That's Christian.
One of
Captain Charisma,
one of
bro.
the people that changed the landscape in tag team wrestling.
Remember his
people
first
talk
theme
about
too?
all these current wrestlers like the Young Bucks and people like them that are changing the landscape right now. But I'm like, dude, people like Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys,
Right. The
and
Hardys.
the Hardy Boys,
No.
they were the ones that started it all.
I'll say this about Todd Grisham though. Right now, he's with Esports Boxing Club, and he's doing the promos for that. He's doing a nice job helming that. Yeah, and I think his years in WWE really helped. Yeah, that's where Todd Grisham is nowadays. By the way, it's what he's up to.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't hear that name for time until you just brought it up.
And
to be
then
honest,
Jonathan Coachman,
oh my man,
my man, The Rock used to obliterate him. All these used to be great.
Props to those guys who could take those verbal smackdowns like that too.
Michael Cole used to get it from Stone Cold and The Rock too.
Religiously.
Yeah, like they used to ham fist him, hammer him.
I feel like he had a fun time doing it though, because like you can tell like, when you look back at Michael Cole, you see his expressions; they're hilarious.
Yeah.
What was it that one where he goes to knock on The Rock's locker room? He's like, "What the hell, Michael Cole? The Rock's showering," and then he looks down at The Rock and looks up. He's like, "My eyes are up here, you sick freak." He's like, "You're worse than Lillian Garcia," and then he walks away, and Michael Cole's like,
I miss when The Rock used to, "You sick freak." People forget about that phrase, that catchphrase from The Rock. Good time. Good times. Okay, you still can't escape, Raz. That Mount Rushmore is still on.
Okay.
Eddie Guerrero.
My second name is gonna be AJ Styles.
Okay.
Ooh. All right, the phenomenal. We talking about his current run? You talking about his TNA run?
I'm talking about
his New Japan run?
Mostly his TNA run.
Of course.
Oh, that was
untouchable back.
That, in my opinion, is prime AJ.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of his great feuds with like hell, when
Daniels,
Samoa Joe was there. Yep,
yeah,
Daniels.
exactly. Everyone.
Oh my god!
Probably one of my favorite matches of all time is Unbreakable 2005. AJ versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe. If you get a chance to go and watch that match, it's amazing.
Yes.
I did a watch party on that show.
One of the best matches.
On that match, I showed CJ I think the whole damn thing, and it was an uncut version. I think it was on TNA's YouTube channel, and it still holds up.
Beautiful match.
I miss
So
when
good.
he would hit that spiral tap. No one hits a spiral tap like AJ did. Still to this day, I gotta say, I feel like the only person that might be able to hit that spiral tap, if they had let him, is probably Ricochet, just because he has the athleticism to actually move like that in the air.
Yeah, but they're not going to let Ricochet do anything, are they? Let's be real.
Oh, they kind of have no choice.
Yeah. So like that's one of the standout AJ matches. His match at Lockdown against Abyss in the cage.
Too.
Awesome.
Or his actual good match against Shinsuke Nakamura in New Japan.
Oh,
Back when fucking Shinsuke was the man.
Yeah. I was
Before
so
the
devastated
WWE destroyed him.
Yeah.
CJ, you still have not watched that AJ and Shinsuke match in New Japan, huh?
From Wrestle Kingdom, right? No.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
from
it
Wrestle
yet.
Kingdom.
I haven't seen it yet, but I do know
Don't worry,
what happened
I
at
will show it to you, my
WrestleMania
boy, and
was
it's
all wrong.
Beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, the finish for AJ and Shinsuke was cool. How he like goes for the Kinshasa and he just pretty much dives under like the goddamn action film and pulls them into the Styles Clash. That was cool.
So cool.
But it's like if they really could have just replicated what they did at like Wrestle Kingdom, be like, all right, do that just a little bit better, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because AJ could still move at that time. Like he still was pretty good. Like I feel like now AJ is sadly not there. I don't know if it's because they don't let him or he chooses not to. He's been in the wrestling business for a long time, so
I think it's probably a
It's
mixture
best
of a
he
lot of
stays
things.
safe anyway, though, right? Like he did the hard pulling with the super moves and everything already before. He's fine now.
Yeah.
He's earned this.
AJ is a athletic guy that can hold his own with the big guys, which says a lot because a lot of people can't do that. He has a moveset that is ready to take on people the same size as him or lighter and people that are bigger than him. Basically, the styles clashes for people that are the same size as him and below. The phenomenal forearm is made for people that are just giants.
Yeah. He's got like that Pitbull like approach. It's great. It's really fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's definitely on the list. Chris Jericho is another.
Can't go wrong with the new
just because he's like this
new cornerstone.
There's Raz and Jericho right there.
There's no bias.
Just there's no bias. Like, I mean, he was very hungover in that photo.
I mean, at one point, this man was working in WWE. He's working in New Japan, and then he was working, I think, somewhere else. It was before AEW came up, but he was working in like multiple different areas.
He just loves
Jericho.
He loves what he does.
Now, yeah, he is the new Undertaker, but not just of the WWE, but of wrestling. He's the cornerstone of wrestling altogether. His tenure is amazing
in the world at what I do.
Honestly, Chris Jericho can actually say that. He's one of the few people that can really say that.
He can.
Absolutely.
Wrestling since the 80s, dude.
And he can still move like he did when he was young. Like he can still hit that line so clean as hell.
He has a very I don't know how to put it into words, but his moveset is
diverse.
Yeah, and it has longevity, which you wouldn't think it does. And he expands on it. Like, remember when he came back with the Code Breaker? I always thought that was great.
Or
what
was it? I think AEW where he had the Judas effect or something like that. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, still uses it.
I think he hit Kenny Omega with that the first time, right?
Yep.
That was the first person he hit it with?
Yeah, he's I know it's like a weird little thing, but whenever he hits it, like nobody's kicked out, nobody's like, that's it. Once he hits it, like
it's supposed to be like
that's how finishers are supposed to be.
It's supposed to be like a Superman punch type of thing that when they first brought it in,
spinning back elbow,
and it's out of nowhere, and it works because realistically, even in UFC fights, an elbow can actually end a fight like that. It could, especially if it hits you like square in like where your eyes are. That could render somebody blind if he actually hit him full force.
That reminds me
Jericho's
of
a man that is not afraid of anyone. He fought Goldberg backstage
yes, he
and
did.
won. And after SummerSlam, when Brock Lesnar busted open Orton, he had no idea that was part of it, and he was ready to go fuck up Lesnar.
Yeah.
And then they're like, whoa, Chris, it's part of the show. It's like, oh, okay. I was like, Chris, relax. Damn.
Not true, you little son of a bitch. I'm just thinking of the way like that Jericho said shit. Like he did that promo like on Instagram, I remember, like against fucking Cody Rhodes, and he was all like, not true, you little son of a bitch, okay? Like just like the way that he talks like that, like hella fast and smooth. I love it. Jericho. Go, Jericho, go. Now what I'm trying to come up with right now. There was something. Oh well. What important enough.
It was you were talking about the Code Breaker, CJ.
It's not about the Code Breaker. No, it was
okay.
Okay, so that's 3.
Yeah, this is where it gets like
a little dicey.
Yeah. So if I'm going off like personal preference, this is what I mean. This is where I'm trying to like balance it. I want it to be like obvious, but I also like personal preference. Like, so I didn't really get into wrestling until like 2005, 2004, maybe 2003, 2004.
Ruthless Aggression.
2004. Yeah. So, like, basic thugonomics Cena is
heel Cena.
Is so good. Like, so I think that's gonna be on my list.
I'm with you. 1000%.
Yeah. And then is just the last one is just a straight like, is it Rock or is it Austin? Like, this is where I'm at.
Yes.
You could say both, man. Honestly, they had the charisma.
They were both the face of the era.
With those two, everyone gets a pass on those two because hell, WrestleMania 17, still the greatest WrestleMania. People couldn't decide if they wanted The Rock or Austin, even when the whole deal with the devil shtick happened.
Yeah,
they were still
in
like,
Texas.
Yeah. Everyone was losing their goddamn mind.
just awesome.
Austin himself regrets that. He's like, if I could go back, I would still play it all that way, and then at the very end of shaking Vince's hand, I'd stun his ass and drop him and walk out of the ring. That's how he would have did. Imagine if that's how it ended too. Like he stuns Vince again at the end of all of that.
Well, honestly, Austin was at after a certain point in Austin's career, which I think I'd say after the Bret Hart double turn occurred.
Great double turn.
Austin was at a point in his career from there on. He could do no wrong. He could say no evil. Like whatever he did, everyone loved it.
People were going to back him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what.
Even teaming with Triple H.
Yeah,
people are still cheering
if
him.
If Austin stunned him or he kept history the same, it wouldn't have mattered. Like hell, when he came back to help them fight WCW and ECW, that is still one of my most favorite pops because it also has Disturbed, which is my favorite band, the Glass Shatters theme song playing, and Jim Ross is losing his goddamn mind. And this is when Michael Cole was pretty on point as well.
He was
sharing the intensity just with JR. And Austin was at a point where he could do no wrong. Again, The Rock versus Austin at Survivor Series for WWE versus WCW and ECW. They were still cheering fucking Austin, even though it would have been no more wrestling
and the Rock,
WWE.
And The Rock pinned that bald candy ass at Survivor Series, but he still hadn't done it at WrestleMania yet. And he's all like, "Oh, and remember, The Rock will never ever forget." And he rock bottomed his ass.
Hey, it's my way. Fantastic. My way.
That is the best promo ever before a match. Ever.
I think it might have to go. I think Austin and Rock's WrestleMania 17 promo, like build up. And then I think the only other one that can match up to it is the WrestleMania 26. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels streak versus career match. That is the only other one that I'm putting like right fucking up there because there was so much on the line for that.
There's another one. I was gonna say, there's another great one. Criminally underappreciated. So Miz versus Cena when they main evented.
27.
Do you hate me? What the promo they had for the Miz? Do you hate me now? Is awesome.
I have always said that The Miz, dude, The Miz is one of the most underloved, underappreciated, underrated. It's not enough now still. No.
Yeah.
It's not enough now, even.
Honestly, I do love The Rock, but The Rock kind of ruined that momentum because I would have loved to see The Miz beat John
clean
with no assistance.
Clean. No Alex Riley or anything. Just clean.
As a young champion, I could accept him possibly winning dirty, but the fact that The Rock did it, for a whole setup for the next WrestleMania, I need to see The Miz at some point.
It never made sense to me why The Rock did that too. Like I was like, what are you doing? Like
because John was talking shit to him the whole way through.
But their match could have been for the championship if he didn't screw him like a year later. Because John can hold a belt for a year.
Well, again, they did that because, the bullshit once in a lifetime was supposed to be set up for another match.
Twice in a lifetime.
Yeah, and I also found out, too, that match was not supposed to be The Rock versus John Cena the second time for the belt. It was supposed to be The Rock versus John Cena versus CM Punk. That was supposed to be the original plan for that Mania.
And then Triple H was like, I want all of CM Punk's momentum.
Oh my gosh.
And then
how can Triple H be such a monster when he's performing? But then if you look at everything he does in NXT, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Maybe he learned from it.
Say as Papa NXT, I love you.
Maybe he learned from it.
Maybe it was the necessary evil to get to that point. I would like to think it's that.
The Booker T burial is still
that was bullshit. Booker T should have won. They let Triple H's racist character, not Triple H the man.
Yeah, not the man himself, the character. Yeah.
That motherfucker said, "Oh, people like you don't become WWE champion." I was like, "What?
You said more than that too. Yeah.
I'd say Booker T fucking scissor kick him, then spin a Rooney on his dead ass body after you kick his head off. I was like, go Booker T, and then he lost. I was like,
that was Mania 19 too, right?
yes,
That's a blemish on 19, man. That would have
that
been
was
epic.
Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle.
Oh my gosh, that would have been epic if Booker won at that Mania too. Whoa, that would have been epic. That Mania is the real end of an era Mania. 19. You think about it? It's the first real ruthless aggression Mania, but it had Austin and Rock. Yeah. If not 20 with the Chris Benoit win and
19
Eddie.
was the end of the Attitude Era one, really.
Yeah.
Like the last of the Attitude Era was done at 19.
The Austin and Rock wrapped it up.
Yep.
That was it for them.
Because they were the faces of the Attitude Era. That was the first ever where you had two faces. You can argue three with Triple H, but then he had that horrible injury to I think his knee.
The
quad.
Yeah.
Quad.
Yeah. And of course, Undertaker is the cornerstone of every era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Undertaker was in the golden age because I'll count 1990 in that.
He debuted in that time period.
Right.
Survivor
New
Series
generation.
with, Ted DiBiase. Yep.
Attitude.
Shawn and all them started rising up.
Ruthless aggression.
Austin Rock. Brock.
PG.
Kurt. John.
Reality. I don't know what the modern day era is now, but
oh no, Punk and then
but he's been in this one too. That's 7 named eras that the Undertaker.
He was technically in the Thunderdome era for a little bit too.
Yes, he was. So yeah.
So he's just literally not in this latest era, which kind of sucks, because that means that motherfucker had to retire with nobody there. Oh, the pain
still bothers me. But how humble is he to do that?
You want to talk about humble? Fucking, that they were going to put him in the Hall of Fame after that, but they're like, no, we can't do that. So let's put Kane in there. No one cares about Kane.
Humble. I care about Kane.
I don't.
At least the man's honest.
Yeah.
He's essentially honest. It's essentially Kane.
Juice hit him with the Kylo Ren. Traitor!
It's essentially Kane. But
Yes.
Kane's career is something that could really be taught. Okay. I'm just going to reveal this. I have this whole wrestling cinematic universe that I've been writing since I was a junior in college.
Okay.
And the script I had to write for my class that year was the Kane one. It was going to be part 1 in it. And this cinematic universe, it's going to cover from... I don't know why WWE hasn't done this. Do you realize the gold you had in those characters? Make an actual movie verse of that. That'd be so cool. Like Kane in a movie, this big hulking dude in a mask. Just actually blowing stuff up.
Character development.
Yes, then he becomes the mayor at the end of World War.
That's character development right there.
Yeah, though, but I care about Kane. And that's a stellar Mount Rushmore, of course, too. You know what's great
Before
about...
I forget, though, the reason I love Kane is because people will bitch about their tenure in WWE. And I don't mean the people that got treated like shit for the business and then, they never got a chance. I'm talking about people who had their chance and bitched about it the whole way through. And then they're like, bitch, look at Kane.
Right.
And then tell me you complain.
That's
that man.
Him
that
and
man
Mick
had
Foley.
a whole setup of being the brother of the Undertaker, and he could have leapt on that shit. He became WWE champion for a day. And was like, nah, this don't feel right, and gave it back to Austin because it was the right thing to do.
He could have been pushed to the moon, honestly, with that gimmick.
My favorite Kane is corporate Kane.
Oh gosh.
I'm joking.
Well, at least he had that. At least he had the demon side too.
I know.
I'll say this: that was Kane when he was really cut. Because whenever he would take off his shirt, that motherfucker had a 6-pack for some reason. I was like, why are you so shredded? You're in a suit.
Favorite Kane has to be either original before the attire changed to the straps. Original or
Crispy.
First unmasking.
Crispy.
You bastard.
Oh, when it was revealed that he didn't get burned, it was just a psychological thing.
The 2003
that's
unmasking.
the story they left on.
When he had that
poor RVD.
the Finger 11 theme, the wonder of the world is gone.
They were my
I
favorite
know
theme song.
for sure.
I need to see original Kane come out with that theme song, and the closest I got was SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, where the alternate attire for Kane is the Attitude Era one.
I miss his actual long hair too, right? Like
Oh yeah,
when it wasn't a
mask
part
made
of the
him bald.
mask. When it wasn't a part of the mask, when it was actually his hair, when he had long hair.
Yeah. And then they said that mask was the reason he actually went bald.
What? Really? That's
Yeah,
dope.
the original mask that he wore. I guess that because they had to keep it on because he would get hit pretty fucking hard. And
Yeah.
so it's like when you wear a hat for too long in your life, it starts balding you.
Yeah.
And he wore that shit every night practically, and it caused him to go bald. Which is why remember when he takes off his mask
clumps
in
of hair,
2003,
right?
and he has little clumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only surviving piece of his hair. And so he just started going bald because there was no point.
Dude.
If you see the Undertaker Last Ride documentary, you can actually see Kane with his hair long as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the an actual rare him unmasked backstage to prove to all the conspiracy
And
folks
fuck
it
you,
has been
conspiracy theories.
exactly it's been Glenn Jacobs the whole time. The whole time. He was just back then. To where
and
he was just bigger.
Raz, for clarification, at a point after Kane got his had to have his bicep surgery,
that's when he shrunk.
Yeah.
he slimmed down aggressively, and people started making up this theory that there was another person that was playing Kane, and then Glenn Jacobs took over.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's always
did
been
not
Glenn.
help. Which did
Right.
not help when they did the imposter Kane gimmick with fucking Luke Gallows.
Festus. I was gonna say,
Which they never finished. I say Festus too, by the way, Raz. Still.
Yeah, it's
Then
like-
on that
even
note
though
too.
I was gonna say, Gallows is one of my favorite dudes right now in Impact.
He's
I love
an
him.
underrated big man.
Yeah.
But with the the whole thing with Kane, you should see it's Kane obviously because he was Isaac Yankem before and he was big then with his
Yeah,
face. He had the same body. When
So
he was
just to
Isaac
clarify,
Yankem.
everybody, when Kane first met the Big Show at 500 pounds, he picked him up with one arm.
Bruh. The
Second thing,
strongest man in the locker room.
Around 2003, this is I think this is before his bicep tear. I'm sorry, so it's probably 2002. A young Brock Lesnar wanted to arm wrestle, and he beat everyone in the locker room. He got to Kane, he couldn't beat him.
Logically.
He said, and I quote, "Trying to push his arm down is like trying to push a giant tree down with one hand." So he couldn't so Kane peak strength, Lesnar couldn't even stop him. And Kane was a freak in nature. This man was doing Hurricane Rana's drop kicks.
Bro.
He was leaping over people.
Yes.
That man was 300 and 50 pounds or 320.
Yes, dude.
And he was
Yes.
not moving like a big man should. He could sprint down that damn ramp. I'm like, what the fuck? He was picking up people 500-pound Vis on a regular, throwing people around. And what was it the steel cage match he had with X-Pac? He leapt off that 15-foot steel cage and did that flying clothesline through the air.
Strong legs and feet.
If Kane was not a stupid, selfless, sweet piece of shit, he could have had a proper run with that title. Imagine peak Kane, which I think is probably 01 Kane, with that title. Imagine the shit he could have done. He would have had hardcore matches. He would have done ladder matches. I would have loved to see it all.
Okay.
Going off a
Unfortunately,
big rant.
Okay.
we have to start wrapping things up.
Agreed.
Aww.
No, I don't agree. It's just that we have to because of
Yeah.
time. Because I could sit here, I could
That's
talk with Raz all
understandable.
day. Right.
You know what that means, lads? That means we're going to have a chicken and rice talking wrestling.
Oh.
Fantasy
pretty sure
booking
though.
and all.
Pretty sure that was already established.
For those
at some
right,
point.
for those
Oh, I
wondering
know,
too,
but I got to let the people know.
there'll be the King of Crabs will appear on the show again down the line. Zero doubt. Juicy.
So, my final question, and we've talked about a lot, we've discussed a lot.
Yeah.
Some positive, some negative. I want to end this on a positive note. Can we see the Crabgrave dance? to end the stream.
Oh,
Go out strong.
you're gonna do him like okay.
So I can.
Oh wait, his back. So I've got a better.
So I can.
His back.
What was your idea?
I don't know if I should say it now.
I can do a little one. I can do a little one, but so like I've pulled a muscle in my back.
Yeah, like the timing
So
couldn't be worse.
What was it you knew about
So
this?
I can.
CJ, I guess you're gonna have to do it then. So
I think I'll do
So
free
like I said,
coins instead.
I can-
No, I'm not doing free coins.
I could
Good Lord.
get a little.
Before you do that, I want to. This isn't a question really for Raz. It's a question for you watching. You. And it's simply this. Are you ready down the line for yes, bingo you. Are you ready for the inevitable, eventual, greatest crossover ever when Chicken and Rice and Clap Chat get together?
I'm not ready.
No. Well, down the line, I'm not going to tell you when. It will happen, and it will be the best event ever.
Some would say, best in the world.
Bing was all like, fight. Who's fighting? What?
I don't know.
But Raz, baby,
I can give you a little.
if your back is too hurt, baby,
I
ain't no
can
problem.
see how it is. We can.
He just
I'm not
collapses
music.
to the floor the moment he stands up.
Juice have 911 on speed dial.
You're gonna need it. Like.
Well, Bingo's all like, 2 podcasts enter, 1 podcast leaves.
don't worry, I'm all set. I got it.
Wait.
Right.
I gotta do something
stuff.
for him. We gotta play the
Good
music.
juice.
We gotta play the music for him.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I'm just gonna do this like free bowl.
We gotta play the music for him. It has to be right. I'm a little handicapped because I can't afford to leave this page because of display capture. But he's already putting in work right now anyway. Okay, all right. We gotta do this right. I can't leave him. Can't leave him. I can't leave him hanging. I gotta do my part.
Just hum it for me.
too.
Hum
I
it
gotta
for
do
me.
my part too. I'm gonna play it too, but I don't think y'all will be able to hear it on here. Wait, no, I can make it to where y'all can hear it. I have to go away from this page though. Damn. I can't afford to go away from this page because everyone else will see.
Yeah.
nasty
It
stuff.
would just be better.
I'm
just to
doing
hum
it. No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We
Yeah.
gotta go
He's
away
going
from the
all
page.
out.
This is gonna be kind of
He's going
awkward, so
all
get
out.
ready, y'all. This is gonna be kind of awkward. Okay? Are ready?
it's not
Okay.
awkwardness.
Okay. Here we go. It's officially playing right now, but y'all can't hear it. So let me do this and oh wait, no. Hold on. Stream can hear that music right now, but y'all can't. I'm gonna make it to where you can.
Oh, okay.
I need to do
That's your
this.
question, George.
I'm
Big
I'm
Raz
fixing
is
it right
topic.
now. Let me know if y'all can hear this. So you're not going to be able to hear me, but you're going to be able to hear the music. Let me know if you can hear this. Here we go.
No. Juice, give him the thumbs down.
Okay, so y'all can't hear that.
I was like, I'm not on screen. I can't fucking tell him. CJ, I'm sending you Morse code. Beep. 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 Beep, 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 beep.
I'm on my phone. I have a delay, so
We're trying to test some music so we can have our man Big Raz dance, George. Big Raz Streams is our guest and topic of today. Is anything coming out, Juice?
I don't.
We're trying to test some music so we can have our man Big Raz dance, George. Big Raz Streams is our guest and topic of today.
Okay, I heard that.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
it's
but I think you
literally
guys are
coming out
hearing
for
it.
stream. It ain't
You're
coming out for
hearing it
us.
on stream, not on Discord. So I have an idea. I'm gonna share my screen, and everyone and
Oh, you know
and
what?
everyone
Never mind.
has to
That's good.
come and here. I'm gonna do this. Okay, watch my broadcast.
I need to also click on it, right?
Watch my broadcast, and you should be able to hear it after I do this. So,
Okay,
so let me know if you can hear this. Here we go.
please. I can hear myself.
To your question, George, Big Raz is our guest.
That is
The man you see in the lovely blue hoodie right now, the crab man himself,
Can you?
Big Raz.
yeah. I can't.
We're literally at the.
There was nothing?
As you might as well.
There
just
was
provide the
nothing at
music
all
as well.
there.
Shall I?
Was there nothing at all there?
No.
I don't know.
I don't hear anything. No.
Okay.
I can play it
Hold
on
on.
mine. If would that work?
If
I
that
share my
works,
screen?
but this is bothering me because now I want to make it work. Like it's becoming personal now. Like I really want to make it work. What the heck? Why isn't
One
it
last
working?
question.
Yo, Team
Just
Randy, we see you too, baby. What's up? We're gonna get this to work. Why isn't it not working? Why is it not working? Why are you running?
Hey, what's up, Soda?
Why?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I love how we're just trying to. end the
Nah,
stream
bro,
and-
we are going to make this work.
I can play it on my end, and then you can just kind of like put the music to me if you want. if the stream can hear it, and I'll play
Bro.
it myself.
I'm gonna get this to work. Okay. Well, they can't even hear me right now. Y'all can hear me on stream, but Chicken and Rice cannot hear me right now. Okay. I'm gonna try this again. Here we go.
Okay. It's gonna go down here.
Goofing like crazy right now.
What's the progress, lads? Success? Yay or nay?
There is no thing playing.
I'm seeing smacked himself in the head, so we're about to find out what happened. We're trying to get Big Raz to do a signature dance per the request of one Lucy.
Yo, there was just a
Booty
fucking
hole.
ghost orb.
Yeah, I've been
Whoa.
seeing that the
fucking
whole
see
time.
that?
Yes,
What the fuck was that?
ever since you stood up, it's been going back and forth.
Fucking ghost.
Is this working?
I can hear it now. Yeah. I can hear that.
Yeah!
Okay, I accidentally left. Okay, I accidentally left like a genius.
Yeah. That's not. What do we shove? Fight now? Fuck it. Fight.
The GOAT, baby!
That was nice little chill at the end.
It's coming. I hope y'all are ready for the greatest finger ever. It's coming.
He's got that rock pose.
You gotta unwrap the finger. He's gotta unwrap the finger. King crab creams. King Crab Dreams. Hold on, hold on. I just realized we've been tripping in chat.
Ah, fuck.
I swear you say that at the end of it every time, and I love it.
That's made me sweaty.
My boy.
Delicious.
My boy.
It's made you delicious.
My boy.
And this is with an injury, for crying out loud.
Yes, with the back injury. He just did the full crab rave. You know what? I was gonna get up and do it with you. I'm so happy I didn't disgrace this broadcast by destroying the legitimacy. Bro, I'm tired for you. Like, I'm wheezing a little bit and drinking too.
So
I'm
yeah, I think we all need to have a drink. The big glass.
Drinky poo.
But ladies and gentlemen,
amazing.
The incomparable Big Raz Streams, a long time coming, one of the best individuals you can meet on this platform, and a great streamer, an even greater man. He's put a lot of good into the world.
Great dancer.
A great dancer. He's got a lot of greatness coming. He's here on Twitch, Big Raz Streams. He's on YouTube, same deal. He's on Instagram, same deal. He's got a Discord server, Big Raz's Crab Shack. He's all over the place. He's on Twitter, Big Raz Streams. Check him out on all of his socials. Check out Clapped Chat Podcast with his host, Bingo Darius213, who undoubtedly will be a guest on this show down the line as well. And just go show some love to Big Raz. He has a wonderful community. Open arms. He will welcome you in. Fly high, Crab.
Thank you very much for having me, boys.
My man.
Also, before we forget, Big Raz, do you have anyone in mind that we could raid since you are our guest?
Absolutely.
You
got anyone in mind?
Ski, eh? Let me just check who's live real quick. So I have no idea.
Reach for the sky.
Good for Shawnee Lilliers won. He's a good young streamer. I say young, he's probably older than me, but still. I can pop his name in the chat if it's easier.
Yeah. Pop that in chat for me, and I will set that up right now. We'll go show some love.
There we go.
Gotcha, Sean.
Playing the Ascent.
Little Ears. One.
Little Ears.
Awesome name, by the way. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed, we really appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who stuck it through with us. This is the best show we've had yet. I don't care. His mere presence did it for me, like at the very least. Like I was already chubbed the moment he came into the Discord earlier today.
Same.
And when can we expect to see you live again too, Razzie? Live again this week?
Hopefully tomorrow, 10 p.m. UK time, so I'm not sure how that translates. Is that 2 p.m.?
Yeah.
You guys? Yeah.
Really good time 10 for PM. Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all good. That's all good then. But yeah.
Thanks a lot,
hopefully,
man.
Yeah. Like I said, thank you very much for having me on. It's been a long time coming, and yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure.
My man. We need to. We're gonna do more stuff too. By the way, like we're gonna play more games together first of all, but I gotta get a PC. But we're gonna make all that happen in due time.
We'll figure it out.
Time. Big shout out to chat. Thank y'all. Check out Clap Chat. Check out Big Raz. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. We'll be back with a civil war. Be here 2 weeks time. It's gonna be a lot of fun. See y'all then. Until then, this has been. I almost said Clap Chat Podcast. Well, it kind of has been one half, but right, we've been beaten already, but it's been chicken and rice. And thanks for everything, everyone. And also, I'd also like to say thank you to everyone who kept the bros in your prayers after last episode, where none of the gentlemen could make it because life was hitting hard all around for everyone. So, thanks for everything. We'll see you. I'll see you later today, 7:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to try to rest until. See y'all, all right? And thank you, brothers, for joining me, too.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Absolute pleasure.
We'll see y'all next time. All right, peace. Bye.